Hi, this is Jonathan from MLXNet, and today we're going to see how you can use the MLXNet application to locate potential affiliates or potential consumers. We're going to log in into the demo account. So the first thing that you notice once you log in into the demo account is that there is a library of SQL queries. We're going to come back into that in a second, but on the left hand side you can notice that it's going to be the databases available to you. In this case, whether you decided to go for the B2B affiliates and publishers or B2C consumer spirit, is going to be on the left hand side. Now what you do, you can realize here that when you expand, you will be able to see on a daily basis an update on the latest entries coming into the system. So in this case, this is the latest entry, and you can click on that. If let's say that you're going to be running on a daily query, you're going to click on that and it's going to show you a small preview on the latest registrations. But if you go and click here on search, let's assume that you're on a net network looking for publishers with insurance websites. So in this case, you're gonna go here to domain name and you're gonna type here insurance. These percentage marks indicates that the word insurance could be anywhere within the domain name, whether if it's at the beginning, the middle, or at the end. So the first thing, we just go there, we just click on go, and you notice that there have been 71 new records of domains recently registered talking about insurance. In this case, you can notice here, so affordable insurance tips, and anywhere a domain that has insurance within the domain is going to be available. Now, you can notice the following, is that you will have not only the country but also the email address and in some cases their phone numbers. Now this is if you wanted to look for within one single day. If you want to be more precise and you want to search for a specific publishers, let's say the same type of insurance, and you want only to work with the United Kingdom, so what it's going to do is going to filter everything out. It's just going to leave anybody that registered a domain that contain the word insurance and is from the United Kingdom, and you can see here. So in this case you have 3, and this is exactly how you can point a specific publishers. Later on you can obviously locate and try to reach them within their, use their phone number or their email address. That is up to you. In this case, you can, one of the other things that you are able to do is that if you want to go a bit deep and how to locate using the SQL, here's always going to be the SQL a query that was automatically generated, but you can always copy here. And let's just for fun, we come here and we're going to go here to the SQL table, and we're going to try to unify anybody within this within a few tables of that registered any domain that could be a potential affiliate for the word insurance. So here the only thing that you need to do is to change their table name, and let's just run the query. So there you have it. Within just a few days there were 243 registrations with the domain anywhere the word insurance, and this obviously works for every other domain. and you can see the country where they come from. And one of the interesting things is that you get to realize that there's a bit of repeat data, in the sense that it is the same person registering a few domains. When you're dealing with consumers feeds, obviously repeat data is going to be an issue, but here it is a great tool, and it gets you some sort of indication of a certain publishers or certain affiliates that are registered more than one domain, that could become, the priority in order to locate these type of clients. So let's say one of the easiest things that you can do here, you will just export. Okay, so there are several export types. Well, if you want just the CSV, you can always do XML if you're going to be using another mailing application, and you can push this data through XML or API. You can PDF. The PDF works great for those making calls. So let's say that you don't want to share the database with anybody from your team, and you just want to have a printout of the database, and then they will be making either the calls or whatever. Or let's just do the simple CSV. So we come here, we do the CSV, and one little trick that you can do here is that once you open a database like this, you can come and you can do a bit of a pivot. Now, the important thing is that if you get to notice here is that there's a lot of new potential publishers that obviously when you reach them and you offer them your proposal, you get to see the dates that they registered and full contact details. Another thing that is worth to mention is that you don't get to see here in any of our domains, in any of our emails being listed, you don't get to see the proxy emails or any who is email, anything that is hidden. We're already taking care of that, so any available data is 100% usable. So going back to the to a pivot, something that you can do just for fun. Let's say that you sort by email, and the other thing that you do is that you just put the value, which is the domain. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. In just a few days, for a very small keyword talking about insurance, you can see here that there's a lot of people that are registered more than once another domain. Let's say, for example, this guy is registered 4 domains. You have people that are registering 12 domains, 15 domains. Really interesting fact is that these are the type of you start from these ones and then you move forward to those that only has 1 domain. Let's say, for example, this particular person, he is from Greece, and what is really interesting about this is that he will definitely has a potential to drive a lot of traffic talking about insurance, but look at the date. The date is that there were a few domains registered on one specific date, and then he continues to register on almost a daily basis a different type of domain. So this gives you a window in order how to reach these potential clients or these potential publishers. Now, if you go back to the system and we go back to the SQL here on the home, you open here, you go click, and you're gonna have a SQL library that we made especially for this type of queries. In this case, if you're looking for Arabic language countries, Spanish countries, all of this is already made. The only thing is, you just select, you change the table name, and you will be able to have access to this type of and it works great when you are dealing with specific keywords or specific locations. Let's just take this one for example. We go for Spanish and we go here. It's you take, let's say for example, the day latest, and you just copy here and we just go. Just Sorry for that. And it's a bit of small, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, this is something that can be taken care of, but basically it gives you the understanding that you can locate with, you know, going for the SQL, anything, like, let's say for example here, where if you want specific cities or specific countries, you can just come here and you can locate your potential publishers. If you have any doubts, we will be glad to assist. You can always log into MLXnet. We will provide you with a demo account, and if you're ready, we can show you other things that you can do. The most important thing is that the system allows you to have a daily feed of potential publishers or potential, and every morning you're going to have an update, and every morning you're going to have new potential affiliates or publishers that you can work with, and that's it. You can always get back to us, and we're here on Skype, and also you can find us on the website mlxnet.com. Thank you.